A really common exercise that I love working on is the L-sit. This is an old calisthenics or gymnastics exercise. However, it is way too progressed for me and most people. So I like to use different variations of it that are regressions are a little bit easier and more accessible for most people. One of the variations that I like to use is going to be knees bent or knees straight, and getting into knees straight would be like this, knees bent would be like this, and just getting into this position with shoulder blades down away from ears, belt buckle tucked up to your nose, really trying to round and lift your legs off the ground. Most people are not able to do that and lift their legs off the ground. So the progression for just doing a hold is going to be doing some leg lifts or marching. You can either do the same leg, then come down and rest and do the opposite leg, or we can march. It really depends on the goal and what we need to focus on. So what that looks like is getting into the position, and if we're doing the same leg, repping out the lifts, then coming down, resting, and then doing the same thing on the other leg. If you would rather do alternating, that looks like this, or we can do that in the knee tuck position, which is gonna be here, alternating or coming into it and lifting all on the same leg, resetting, resting for 20 to 30 seconds, coming back up and doing the opposite leg. Now the key with these is to make sure we don't lose the position of our shoulders or bend our elbows. A lot of people will get fatigued and will start losing the position and coming down here. You want to get to that point, but we don't necessarily want to train past that point most of the time. As soon as you start feeling that you're losing the position, that's failure. Come out of it, your set is done. Sometimes it's more about the time that you spend in the position than the reps, so don't get caught up too much with the reps. You just want to be really consistent over time, and you should notice that you fatigue or can do more and more over time. That would be signs that you are making progress. So as you feel your elbows start to bend, shoulders come up, or neck start to extend and arch, we are compensating. Make sure you come out of that and end your set or rest and reset. If these are in your program, over time, again, you want to try to get a little bit more reps and sets, but you should just generally feel like you are getting a little bit stronger. If this bothers your wrists, you want to go a little bit higher, or we can go on a bench. And if it's still kind of bothering your wrists, you can use dumbbells placed on top of a box of some sort, or we can go on knuckles, which I don't prefer because it doesn't feel great. So those are your options, or you can use parallel bars or 2 benches on each side. And then from there, there's a lot of other options that you might need to do, but you probably just need to build on your wrist strength. So please don't push into that if you feel it. Please make sure we don't have any neck pain. We don't want to push into that as well. If you experience that, it's probably a form or technique issue. Record yourself, see what's going on, or talk to your coach. Otherwise, these are a great exercise, and once done consistently, you should feel that you're making a lot of progress in your scap and general upper body and core connection and overall strength for those as well.